Hi, it's David from HORAGE. Today we're going to be looking at the Molokini. We're going to go through the various options that are available. We're also going to look at the technical specifications and possibly most importantly, how to set up the time and use the GMT functionality. Let's quickly look at the different options that are available first, including dial colours, straps and bracelets. As you can see here, we have all three colours that are available. We have Ocean, this lovely blue colourway. We have the purple dial, which is called Coral, and we have the Sand option. All three models are delivered on a bracelet. It's a 3-link stainless steel bracelet. The case itself, of course, being stainless steel. Everything on this watch is 904L stainless steel. That also includes the crown, the bezel, and the clasp. Size-wise, we've got a 38.5mm diameter. The height, including crystal, is 9.65 millimeters. Water resistance on this watch is 200 meters. The watches all feature local time, home time with the GMT functionality. You have a power reserve, a day-night indicator, and you have a fast set date function. All three models also have a unidirectional bezel. That means, of course, it only moves in one direction, that being anti-clockwise. A useful feature if you want to use it to check how much air you've got left if you happen to be scuba diving. The reason for that, of course, is if you accidentally bump the bezel, it can only reduce the amount of time left, so you've got no danger of running out of air. The clasp on this watch is the HMAC, the proprietary HORAGE micro adjust clasp. It's got 10mm of adjustment in 1mm increments. We always suggest when sizing the bracelet to adjust the clasp to the 50% position. That means you'll have 5mm of growth or shrinkage on the bracelet. That'll accommodate warmer and cooler days where your wrist may swell or shrink slightly. Additionally, when buying one of these watches, you get to choose an Otan fabric strap that comes with your watch. You can choose from 3 colours, that being this lovely reddy orange colourway with white edging, the black with white edging, or the sand with the white edging. All of the hardware on these straps is also 904L stainless steel. You can choose whichever colour you wish, along with whichever dial colour you want. There's no fixed or prescribed options. You can choose to your heart's content. You can, of course, buy additional fabric straps if you wish. If you like more than one colour, you may do so. Let's talk about the movement that powers the Molokini range. We're using the HORAGE K2 micro rotor caliber. It's got 72 hours of power reserve. That's 3 days. It's got a full silicon escapement. That means you've got great anti-magnetic properties on it. It's also a very thin caliber. That really helps us get the thickness of this watch down well under 10mm at 9.65mm. Now we'll take a closer look at what the watch looks like on the bracelet and on the fabric strap. Here we have the Molokini fitted to the different strap options. Here's the bracelet. We've already discussed that. It of course has that 10mm adjustable clasp, or alternatively, for a more relaxed look, you can fit it to the fabric Otan strap. There's those 3 different colours to choose from, so you can go for something slightly undertoned, like the black, or a brighter colour if you fancy the orange-red colourway. Let's move on how to make adjustments to the time and use of the GMT function. All adjustments to the watch are made via the crown. The crown has 3 positions. Position 0, or the neutral position, is when it's against the case. This is the position the crown should be in when wearing the watch day to day. It's also the position where you can manually wind the watch to add power to the mainspring. Position 1, one click out from the crown, that's where you can make adjustments to the date and to the local time using the GMT functionality. You can make adjustments to both these functions without upsetting the timekeeping of the watch. Position 2, that's where you make the key adjustments to the timekeeping element. It also allows you to hack the central seconds to make sure you set the time precisely. First things first, let's make sure there's enough power in the watch to let it run accurately. As you can see from this one, the second hand is already running. Your power reserve indicator at 10 will also give you a good visual cue as to how much power is in the watch. If your watch isn't running, or you want to add more power manually, do so via the crown in position 0. By simply turning in an upwards direction, or clockwise as you're looking at the crown, you will manually wind the mainspring. Don't worry about overwinding, there's an overwind protection function built into the caliber. We now need to make sure that the day-night indicator is in alignment with the 2-hour hands. The day-night indicator is of course linked to your home time. To do this, we pull the crown to position 2. That's 2 clicks out from the watch. When we do this, we can see the second hand is stopped, all action on the watch face is now paused whilst we make these adjustments. By turning the crown in an upwards direction, you'll see all hands begin to move through the dial. So let's move the skeleton hand up to the 12 o'clock position. We can now see the skeletonized hour hand is at 12, and we see we have a full black indication on the day-night indicator, indicating that this is now aligned with midnight. The next adjustment we need to do is make sure that the other hour hand is also aligned with midnight. We know that that happens when the date changes. We now push the crown back in and pull back to position 1. By moving in an upwards direction, we jump the hour hand, the local hour hand, in 1 hour increments. When this hour hand passes midnight, let's see if the date changes. And we see that the date changed. We now also know that the local hour hand is set to midnight. We now push the crown back in and remove the crown back to position 2, and we can align the minute hand. We now know the home hour hand, the local hour hand, and the minute hand are all set to midnight. The day-night indicator is set to midnight, and the date has just changed, so we know that the date mechanism is also primed for midnight. This is a good reference point where we can move on with adjustments. Let's push the crown back to position 0. Now what we need is a reference time. You can use your computer, you can use various apps. In the case of myself, I like to use an app on my phone. As long as the app indicates hours, minutes and seconds, and of course the date, if you're watching the date functionality, this is all you need. As we can see, the current time is 11 minutes past 10 and just past 30 seconds. So what we want to do is set the watch slightly ahead of the current time so that we have time to make adjustments. We also need to make sure we hack the watch so that the second hand stops at 12. Let's do that. As the second hand reaches 12, we pull the crown away from the watch to position 2. So now we've stopped the watch running and we've hacked the seconds hands to 12. We're now going to look towards setting the watch to 10:13 so that when it gets to 0, we can push the crown home and have the watch running accurately. We know we're at midnight, so we move forward in time, coming towards 10 in the morning. You'll also begin to see the day-night indicator show white because of course we're into daytime now. We're now passing 10 AM with the indicator becoming more white. We move this round to 13 minutes. And then we wait for the countdown to hit 0. At that point, we're going to press the crown fully home to allow the watch to start running. Crown pushed home. This is aligned now. We're at 10:13, and as we see, the second hand is in alignment with our reference time. So we've now got accurate time telling abilities set on the watch. Let's check the date. The date today, as we make this video, is the 22nd of January, but as we can see on the indicator, we're showing the 23rd. To make adjustments, we pull the crown to position 1. Down for date is the best way I remember this, which means as we turn the crown down the way, the date will change. As we're changing through the date, we simply move through to the 22nd. And there we have the date set to the 22nd. You see, when I was making those adjustments, the watch continues to run. As mentioned earlier, you can make adjustments to the date without upsetting the timekeeping. Remember to push the crown home. Neutral position is where it should be when wearing the watch. So now we've set the watch. The date is accurate, the time is accurate, the day-night indicator is accurate. Both of the hour hands are stacked on top of each other. But let's say we decide to travel. We can then make adjustments to the local hour hand to whatever time it is where you travel. Let's say, for example, where we're going is 2 hours ahead of our current time. To make those adjustments, we pull the crown to position 1. The upwards motion on the crown allows the hour hand to be jumped. That is the local hour hand. We're 2 hours ahead where we're going. Let's make that adjustment. 1 hour, 2 hours. We've now jumped the local time ahead in time 2 hours to reflect the time wherever we are. Remember, push the crown home. We've now successfully set the time, the date, and the local hour hand to our local location. So currently this watch is showing 15 minutes past 10, that's your home time. The dial is towards white, meaning it's in the morning. The date is set accurately, and our time in local terms is 12:15, just past midday. The seconds is running accurately. Remember, the date is linked to the local hour hand, which is wherever you are, so it will change correctly at midnight. As the time at home moves towards the evening and into the night, your day-night indicator will become progressively more black, indicating you're moving into the nighttime hours. Remember, don't phone home and wake people up in the middle of the night. So that's us now fully set up our Molokini. All that remains is for you to wear your watch and enjoy it. Remember, you've got plenty of water resistance. Just make sure you push that crown home to the neutral 0 position once all adjustments have been made to ensure the water resistance of your watch. I hope you've enjoyed this. There's lots of ways you can reach out to us. We have a website, www.horage.com. Lots of information on there. You can find out about all the different watches we make. We also have a global concierge system with people all around the world. They're easy to reach out to. At the end of this video, check out the QR code, scan it with your phone, and using the magic of WhatsApp, you'll be able to communicate with people in your local area. You can ask them questions, you can look at new watches, and you can discuss anything to do with watches with our local concierge team. You can of course drop us an email, lostintime@horage.com, if you have any other queries. Please do check out our YouTube channel, lots of videos, user manuals and interesting content there. We update regularly. I hope you've enjoyed this video and we'll speak again soon.